this week that Canadians are missing out when it comes to tax-free savings accounts and how they can get the biggest bang from that product. Pattie Lovett-Reid has more.
Yes, I wrote a blog on it, and I did so because, you know, when I looked at the report that came out from RBC, 43% of Canadians that they surveyed still really felt misinformed about how to use a tax-free savings account. And the problem is, it's a decade old. It came out with a lot of fanfare. Many would argue that the title savings misled it to be a savings account rather than possibly an investment vehicle or even a savings vehicle, but it is a plan that you can put a whole host of investments in. And so it came out a decade ago. We're not talking about it anymore. We just assume that, okay, we understand RSPs, we understand tax-free savings accounts, and the fact is many Canadians simply just don't get it. So in the blog, I do highlight what can go in, what doesn't go in. And Rob, I'm interested in your perspective because you're dealing with clients. Do they really not understand it, not maximize it? Because where I'd love to see things happen is stocks that you think have the potential to go higher, they're in line with your tolerance for risk, a great opportunity. No tax on the capital gains, but if there's a loss, yikes, there's no offsetting.
I think you're dead on here. When I speak to clients, it's often they're confused. They'll have the cash or GICs in there in the savings account. We bring it over. We build a portfolio. We build the risk tolerance, asset allocation, and of that, we will take, as you mentioned, you know, the emerging markets or the growth stocks or whatever's going to grow. Or we'll take, you know, if we have a high-yielding debt instrument that is taxable, that could also potentially go into TFSA. If you got a private debt instrument that's yielding 8% or something, taxable, you know, that could go into TFSA or an RSP instead of a non-registered.
One of the things that I also think about is from a strategic perspective, and I highlight 3 different areas. If you're someone who's retired, you no longer have employment income, can't put any more money into an RSP, what you can do is use a tax-free savings account to supplement your retirement income. The other is saving for your child's education. I love RESPs, Registered Education Savings Plans, but also a tax-free savings account allows you to take money in and out without the tax on it. And the final one, this is a great way to split income. You could contribute to a spouse, lower income. Any gains that are realized in that plan, you're not going to be taxed on it, no attribution. But we try to cover it in the blog.
RESPs, I like to think of them as beer funds for Canadian university students. I'm under no illusions. Anyway, okay. We're going to be right back. You are watching The Street right here on BNN Bloomberg.